Well, welcome to Hamilton County TV Coaches Show. Coach Gilbert, Westfield High School football coach. Coach, this is number 13 show for us. I've never done 13 shows with a football coach before.
You guys want to start paying me all this time?
Yeah, because we're getting a lot of good press. Well, Coach, congratulations on winning the regional championship last week against Maryville, 42-9. But it was at the beginning it was a pretty good football game.
Yeah.
But there were some things to overcome. So let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I was proud of our guys. I mean, Homestead came in. They had only lost once. They're an excellent football team. They had only lost twice the previous year. I mean, they're a great program. Very explosive on offense. They got us on a trick play early. We were down, 9-7. It was our, I think, first game we had trailed in
a month.
Yeah, a long time. I think we had shut out 4 straight opponents. So it was, not uncharted territory by any means, but it had been a while. So I was just proud of our team. We were also early just scrambling a little bit on offense. We were still scoring, but we were trying to figure out, we were a team without a tailback. I mean, Jack Pfeiffer was hurt and, sacrificing and playing for us a little bit, but we had to, Micah Hauser was out, so we had to move Carson Voris to running back that week, and the first time he'd ever played running back. And you find yourself in situations sometimes where this kid, you can't prepare him for everything. You're teaching him a brand new position, and so when you get into like some goal line and various things, maybe you're not quite ready. And then naturally Carson had an equipment issue. We were scrambling a little bit in the beginning, but then we settled in and got some great play out of Carson for sure. 10 carries, 100 yards, and then Jack Pfeiffer helped a lot. He looks a lot healthier this week, so we kind of survived, survive and advance, but I think our guys played great overall. Defense gave up the trick play, but other than that, they held a team that scores 1 million points to 3 other than that, so 9 total. I was very pleased overall with the effort.
Let's talk a little bit about that passing game because, Keating is a great wide receiver. He has been for the last 2 years. Everyone knows about him. But you had some other receivers really step up in that game that really was a big benefit for you and made some big catches.
Well, you think about this. If you would have come into the game and you would have said, well, Micah Hauser's not going to play and Mason Peening will catch 1 pass and you're going to score 42 points, I would think we were playing our middle school. So I just feel great about the production of our other players. Maximus Webster was terrific. I thought Nick DePasquale was excellent, and Reed Shepherd's caught 3 touchdown passes. I thought Jackson Wasserstrom had a really good game. So yeah, the passing game, it was more than just the Peening and Hauser show. I was just so happy with our team to show that kind of depth. I was thrilled.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about that defense because it had some good minutes on. I believe there was a goal line staying there early on. It could have been a big difference in the game, but those guys kept. And as we got later in the game, that front 4 years was kind of wearing down an offensive line of Homestead, and they were starting to get to the quarterback.
Yeah, the pressure started to get there later, and that led to what we needed. We had Benji Welch had 2 interceptions, so that was huge for us to take the ball away. In addition to that, Seth Martin, defensive end, punched the ball out, forced a fumble, and Bryson Hoover picked it up and ran with it for a little while. So to get 3 takeaways, that certainly helped. And I just thought the front was active. I hoped the quarterback was uncomfortable, and the defense just stepped up when they needed to step up. Just solid, consistent play out of Dylan Thieneman and David Fry, and Carson Voris, McGuire Graybill, Popeye Williams. We just had great overall solid play.
Coach, let's switch it to this week. You're gonna travel to Maryville on Friday night to play in a semi-state. Maryville's 10-1. You can't. This is going to be another good football team. And if you look at his stats, we can talk about it. But they got a great quarterback, they got a great running back, and they got 3 good receivers. So it's no different than what you've seen in the past. But I think that's a good thing,
Very much
too.
so. Yeah, I mean, they're outstanding. So they've got a Division I wideout, another guy who's amazing, excellent run game, quarterback, just like you said. But we have seen other offenses with these tools.
Yes.
So that's certainly not taking anything away from Maryville. They score more points per game than we do. So they're scary. But we've seen, Brownsburg and Avon. We've seen Cathedral. We've seen Homestead. So we've gotten better each week, I think, defensively. But we're going to have to play great to hold these guys down because they're explosive. And hopefully we'll be able to execute a good plan and pressure those guys as well and get the ball out or get some interceptions along the way.
Because the one thing you have to say, your offense and your defense is really clicking. You just got to do the same thing. There's not going to be a huge amount of changes now,
sure.
Right? You're just going to do that. The one thing I've been meaning to ask you, and I just thought about a while ago, with the running game, of course, coming in there, doing good things, and you're saying Pfeiffer's getting around much better. That certainly helps. But the one thing we always talk about Maximum Webster's passing ability, but when I'm on the broadcasting, I always feel like sitting up there watching Maximum Webster run the football, that he's got a running back mentality when he runs that football, because he looks for those open holes. He isn't your typical quarterback that just charges straight through. He's got some good footwork, and he can move.
He does. He had 77 yards rushing. That's significant from your quarterback. And he's a big kid, so he's not the easiest guy to tackle, and he can run well enough that if you give him a crack, he'll make you pay for it. So he does a great job. But that's just a huge part of our offense because we have kids like that. So we want to run the quarterback. I think it makes you more dangerous. And he's a dangerous offensive threat because he can do both.
Yeah. Well, Coach, it's been a thrill to do these 13 shows with you. And like I said, I haven't done that before, but it's been a great ride here, really. I know that you want to win the semi-state and go on to the state and all that, but it definitely if something does happen, it's been a fun time.
Yeah, well, let's just make sure we got one more.
That's right, Coach. Well, I appreciate you taking time out, and good luck going to Maryville, and I assure you I will be watching on pay-per-view that football game and rooting for the Rocks.
Well, thank you. We have a lot to play for. Obviously, 6A title trip if we win. I shared with you this would be the 30th win of our program, counting our 9-0 freshman or 9-0 JV, and to me that's just a significant number.
Yeah,
and
those are big numbers.
I never thought we would do that, if we're just being honest. That was kind of a pipe dream for me, that we could win that much as an overall program, and that would be an amazing feat. And then the other thing, if we make it, that'll be 10 years of kids that have passed through this high school who've had an opportunity to go to a state championship game. And I would just feel blessed to have had that opportunity, and that we as a program could do that for our school and our community. So God has been so good to us. I'm just nothing but grateful to be here and coach here. Hope we can definitely win one more so we get an opportunity to do that.
Good luck, Coach.
Thank you so much. Go Rocks.